Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back to one more podcast. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
How was the day?
Yeah, it was good. This morning I played some football. It was all muddy outside.
You went out to play football today?
Yeah.
Had a good day?
Yeah, it was alright.
Was fine, yeah?
Yeah, it was fun.
Was muddy?
Mhm.
Okay. Did you sleep?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Yeah, today in our podcast in a discussion, we're gonna discuss about parents' relationship, with their teenage son.
Yeah.
Most parents they are struggling a lot, especially with their sons.
Mhm.
And sometimes parents we really we don't know who to talk to, especially understand.
Yeah.
Being a parent is hard, let alone being a parent to a teenage son is really really hard.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so there must be there must be trust between both parties. Do you get that?
Mhm.
Parent and son, there must be trust. Is they have to we have to understand that it's a gradual process. It's something not something that you're gonna try to force yourself to do.
Mhm.
You understand? It's something that you're gonna be genuine. You need to, because teenagers they know when you're trying to force yourself to do something. Do you get that?
Mhm.
So you need to be genuine. You need to know. You have to be free. Let it just flow from you.
Mhm.
You understand? So and people have to remember that is a personal choice. Do you get that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when a child, when they are young, they're so cute. They're growing, and you're looking at that, your beautiful, innocent son, the smiles and everything. You understand? They're growing and growing and getting to teenage age. Now they're going to secondary school, and you start to see a little bit of changes and stuff like that. They try not to be on their own. It looks as if maybe they're avoiding you. You understand? And you start asking yourself some questions. Where have I went wrong? What did I do wrong? Do you get that?
Mhm.
Most people can't take it, and start asking themselves all the stuff like, well, okay, how can I amend the relationship? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to discuss today. So it's a scary feeling, for parents trying to enhance the relationship with their teenage son. You need patience in abundance. You need patience, So that's it. For a start, I will say that as a parent, you need to be open-minded.
Mhm.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
You need to be open-minded. Try to listen a bit. Try to communicate and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah. So, um, you need to have a full support together.
Mhm.
You need to give them full support, right? Because teen, teens, they it's a difficult age to be in.
Mhm.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
You need to give them that full support.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mhm.
And try not to be judgmental.
Mhm.
Do you understand? You try not to be judgmental at all. Whatever how it is, try to be open and be respectful to them as well. Together, try not to be judgmental. That's a few things I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah. And there are many ways you can connect or improve your relationship with your teenage son. So I'm gonna point out a few of them. Maybe you should be more 100% supportive because you have to be present with him if you want him to be open with you. And showing him physical, you have to show him physical and emotional support, because he needs attention when they're struggling as well. You can support him and let him know that you're there with him through the hard times.
Yeah. During especially the hard times, for example, when some teens, they go into, when coming from school, you understand, they went to school and come back from school, they really need to tell someone to talk to. They want to talk to their parents, isn't it? What happened in school and all that. Understand what I mean? Maybe sometimes they're having issues with some of their mates or in school and everything. They needed a guidance. They need someone to talk to together, to support, like, to tell them what to do.
Yeah.
They need that support. You understand? They need full support. But because if the parent is not there to give that support, you see them down when they start, like, they start withdrawing. Do you get what I mean? Instead of like supporting them, they will not tell you all the stuff again in it, because the first time they did that, they didn't receive that support from you. Instead, what happened? You scolded them and all the stuff. So because all the stuff like that, it makes the kids to, like,
to withdraw from you.
Withdraw from you a bit, yeah.
And another helpful way to, like, get closer to your son is maybe you can give a listening ear. Maybe you shouldn't, like, patronize them by pretending that you know everything that they're going through. For example, he says that loads of people are bullying him, and then imagine that their father, since back in his era, you would stand up for yourself, and you would, like, tell them to go away. They would start saying that, oh no, stop being a wimp and stand up for yourself. And then the son will just look at them like, don't you understand how different it is from now and then? And you should be, like, genuinely interested in knowing what he likes doing, and be open to him, like, communicate and listen to him, and avoid to make it about you.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Like I explained to you earlier, being a parent is difficult. You understand what I mean? Parents, most times we do stuff based on, you trying to encourage. Do you understand? You're trying to encourage the child, and the example you gave is being bullied at school, right? And then they come back there, and you be telling the child, okay, why can't you stand up for yourself and everything? You weren't there. You don't know how it was. You don't know. Do you understand? Instead of, like, listening, like what you said before, give a listening ear, listen and find out what really happened. Then they're gonna, like, encourage or tell him, okay, all right, okay, I'm gonna find out what really happened. I'm gonna, like, talk to the school, or do you get me? Instead of, like, saying, yeah, stand up for yourself and all that. Though sometimes a kid need to stand up for themselves, but the situation, you have to find out what it is.
You have to know which situation it is, because it might just be like a bullying situation where they do it every single day and they won't stop. Because let's say, for example, that they keep bullying you every day, and so if you retaliate, they'll do it even more, knowing that it annoys you.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You need to find out what really was the problem and what the situation was. So, and then what the circumstances are surrounding what really happened. Then you can find out what kind of advice you can, like, give to the child. Because when the teen come back, tell you this is what happened, and you are not there to give that full support, you lost him straight away. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
He will not confide in you anymore. He will not talk to you or tell you what really happened to him. You know what I mean? You understand? Which is not really good, right? It's not good at all, right?
Yeah. And also, you could give space when necessary. Like, you can give space and don't always be in their face, because it brings resentment towards you. And you shouldn't like compare your teenage years towards theirs, because as I said before, it's a different era, and there's the peer pressure, there's stuff going on online, and there's loads of social medias that people can like, there's loads of stuff going on. So because since it's different, you're gonna you won't you can't pretend as if everything that happened to you is happening to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you about social media. What you talking about? Yeah, in last decades or maybe for example in our own era.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? We don't really we didn't have much about like social medias. You understand? We play around in school and everything with our mates and sometimes when you wanna go out, you go out with your mates. You have to go to your mate's house together to play. You play in school and everything. So now there's a lot of things going. Most kids now they must play, even they don't really want to go out. Once they come up from school, do you understand what I mean? They don't want to go out. They can stay in their rooms and everything, just like play with their friends through PlayStation, and phones and stuff like that. Do you understand? So through there's peer pressure. There's a lot of things happening with them with that period. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So and some parents don't really even
they don't acknowledge it.
No, they don't acknowledge that. You get what I mean? So we, and when it's something like that, what they will try to do, they try to make it about them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? Yeah. Then you start like saying, yeah, in my age, and when in my era, when we were like your age, I always do my homework, always do this one, always do that one. You understand? We don't even have much time to play around, you know what I mean? You don't understand? So you're always on the PlayStation, you're always doing that, doing this, doing that one. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, you shouldn't, like you just said, you shouldn't be in their face all the time and everything. Do you understand? Give you a little bit of time. Give them time to, to reflect on things, and give them time to, figure things out themselves a bit.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A teenager knows when a parent loves them. They like know when you make them a priority in your life and let them feel loved. So most times they act as if they don't need their parents, like they can take care of themselves, when in reality they need their parents. They need their parents much more than other people think.
Yeah, but when a teenagers grow and when they come into teenagers, they normally think that they know a lot of things more than their parent. Do you understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And when it gets to that stage, most of us parents, what we normally do you understand? You're feeling like, okay, right now you think that you know more, right? Okay, figure it out. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of like knowing that they're still teens, they're still kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they have that ego as well. You get what I mean? Once in a while, call them around and say, okay, right, okay, all right, I understand what happened, whatever the situation was, okay, and try to help as well. You understand? Give that emotional support and give them that physical support as well. For example, like what you said, they know when you are faking it. They know when you are forcing yourself to do something. Do you get that? A child, your teenage son wants to go play football. You are not there helping out. Do you get that? And you'll be like, okay, let's go. But you don't want to go there. Right? When you go there, watching them playing their soccer, or watching them play basketball, or watching them play whatever, swimming or something, instead of you putting interest watching what they're doing. You understand? You put your hand in your pocket and be on your phone all throughout the session.
And then when they ask, did you see me do this?
Yeah.
Did you see me do that?
And you'll be like, yeah, I saw you.
And then they'll be like, what did I do?
And you'll be like, yeah, I saw you, but you didn't. Without knowing that they noticed that you are not there.
then they'll start getting angry at you.
They'll
They
get
won't
angry.
listen to you at all.
Yeah, don't go, don't follow me again. Don't come with me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I mean? That's not, you lost that person already, because staying there, give is, even if it's half an hour or 1 hour of your time, your work time, doing whatever you're doing, your phone or whatever, put in silent, put in your pocket. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Concentrate and watch what they are doing. Cheer the person on. I'm just giving sports as an example. Do you understand what I mean? So, playing soccer and you're watching the child, give him that support. Cheer them on. Yeah, you're doing well. Do you understand? You know, he's gonna love it. I saw you, man. I saw the dribble. I saw the shot. I saw what you did. That was fantastic. Do you understand? You give them the full support. They know that you are there 100%. But when you try to force it, when you try to force yourself to be there, and when you are not there, that's the worst thing you can do. It's better that you didn't even come around at all. Do you get it? Because now you lost that trust, you lost that relationship, and to mend it is always difficult. Do you understand what I mean? So we parents have to understand that it's a different era, like we said. We have to have a bit of patience. We have to try as much as possible. Understand, to not to all the stuff that we said, not to be in their face. Have to listen to them more and give support, both physically and emotionally.
Yeah, spend time with them.
And spend time with them. Understand? Often. And the most important aspect of it is that you shouldn't force yourself to do it. It has to come naturally.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
And you have to remember that every child or teenager or kid is very different, and how you have a relationship with your teenager might be different with yours. But it's an amazing feeling when you connect with your teenager. So to every parent out there, just remember all of these stuff that we said.
Yeah. You're gonna have to figure it out yourself, because every kid is different.
Yeah.
So our parents as well. You understand? We are different. Your child is different from mine. My child might be different from yours. Do you understand what I mean? So at the end of the day, understand, we got there.
Yeah. Thank you for having me here.